let's talk water. Okay, water. Alright, so right out of the gate, all we have here is this irrigation box. You'll see 3 irrigation boxes here. 3 irrigation boxes. This irrigation box here, outside of these 2 that are close together, pertain to the house. This box over here used to be a water meter, and it's been decommissioned. The water meter has been removed. It's been taken out of service. This is the water meter. This is the water meter that, be reasonable to assume, replaced that water meter. And it's an analog, which means we can see it. And what we have right here is this little sprocket. Okay, that's called a flow indicator. Some people call them cheater wheels or cheater paddles. Call it what you will, but that's very sensitive. So if there's water entering the house, entering the structure, that moves. If you flush the commode, it spins real fast. Dishwasher, same thing. If that's moving, the water's moving, and then it stops. Okay, that's intermittent. That's intermittent. That's a commode flapper. Reasonable to assume that's a commode flapper. Other than that, I'm going to say that it passed the meter test. If it was a constant leak, it would be turning constantly. How am I going to get that? Oh, great, bud. We'll get it fixed. Somehow. I don't know. This, next to it, is the main water shut-off valve. If there's an emergency, you come turn this valve handle. Parallel to the water line, that's the water's on. Perpendicular, the water's off. Now, I can tell by the main shutoff valve and by the piping coming out of this wall, I can tell that this is a PEX system. And PEX is there's a certain amount of controversy with PEX. You can Google it and find people that don't like copper. You can Google it and find a lot of people don't like butylene. Galvanized, a lot of people don't like it, but some people have had some problems with PEX. It's not unheard of. There isn't a plumbing system that's free of problems. That's the most secure job you can get, is being a plumber. It usually has to deal with brass connectors. That looks like it might be copper. Might be brass. I can see some little fractures right there in it. That's not good. Can you see those fractures? We're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. And we've got 90 psi. 90 psi. What that means, you say you can't get enough pressure? No, you can't get enough flow. Too much pressure stresses out your PEX plumbing. Commode valves, faucets, all those things. Too much pressure is not a good thing. We've got 90 psi, so that's less than optimum. More than maximum. Okay. Moving on along. Alright, septic systems. And this looks like we have some tanks here. It doesn't look like it's aerobic. Could be. The septic systems are beyond the scope of this inspection. We got a little pink pipe over here. Let's find out what we got. We got all day, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is where it sprays. It comes up, and this is to keep you from mowing over it or whatever. So this is so you got a holding tank. You've got a spray head. Over here on the north, the house faces east. On the north side of the house, you have your main clean outs. And then you have all your flow system, your control. You have all this. Your sweet air. Tri-County. When were you last here? January, October 2020. We were here in February. June, and October. They were just here. They were just here servicing this. It's pretty frequent. You might want to ask why it's so frequent. Is it required? So I don't really inspect septic, but we have too much water pressure. And over there on the south side of the house is where the meter is.